Mental. This is mental.
This is Tim Bowen with the Steady Trade Podcast. How's it going?
The Steady Trade Podcast, Season 1 prize winners.
Hey, is this Kristen? Hey, Kristen, this is Tim Bowen with the Steady Trade Podcast. How are you?
I'm so excited to talk to you guys. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Okay. So you are one of 11 out of over 3,000 entries. So pretty good luck. I like, pretty good odds that you did win a prize. But in return, we were just wondering if you could kind of give us a little bit of input first, kind of how did you hear about the podcast and how many episodes have you listened to, and maybe kind of what do you think of it so far?
Yeah, definitely. I heard of the podcast. I've been looking at Tim Sykes and his challenge, his student challenge that he has. So I've been looking into that for the past month. And during all of my research, I came across the two of you. And of course, I was looking at the StocksToTrade. And then I found the podcast on just the iTunes, and I've listened to all 5 of them. So
oh, nice.
I think
Awesome.
those are fantastic. Yeah. And like I said, I've just been researching, starting into trading. And so your guys' introduction and covering the basics has been really helpful.
That's really awesome. And hello there as well from Stephen here. It's very nice to meet you. I was just wondering, is there any kind of highlight that you've had from the podcast, or is there any question you want to ask us directly now that we're having this two-way conversation?
Yeah, definitely. Well, did each of you, or Stephen, I guess, are you going through the challenge with Tim Sykes?
Yeah. I'm actually, I have a whole YouTube thing where I've documented my progress week by week, month by month on YouTube. I'm about 11 months into the challenge now. And the first 3 to 4 months were kind of like coming to terms with it, trying to figure things out, getting it slowly things are falling into place. Between 4 and 8 months, it started to click. And really last month I was profitable. This month so far I'm profitable. So in the last 2 months, it's come together.
Yeah. So would you recommend that challenge for somebody?
I would recommend the challenge, but I mean, I'm also actually part of the StocksToTrade Pro course as well. And I would, if you're going with StocksToTrade, I would tend to recommend the StocksToTrade and the StocksToTrade Pro course together, because with that, you actually get the morning with Tim Bowen and you get the afternoon with Tim Bowen. He can tell you a little bit about it as well. But just to finish on it, I made some money on CLSN today, and that was Tim Bowen's top pick. But Tim, you can tell her about it.
Yeah. And again, you'd kind of asked about was I in the challenge? Now, again, kind of, we joke about how old I am. So I actually was with Tim Sykes and was trading with him basically before he came out with the Tim Challenge product. I started out when there was just Tim alerts way back in the day. Now, I have watched pretty much all of the DVDs, a lot of the webinars from the challenge, and I think it is a great product. But again, I was kind of actively day trading before the challenge even existed. So, and then what I've done, I like to say that there's nothing really new under the sun. So as Stephen said, with StocksToTrade Pro, every day, twice a day, market open and market close, you kind of hear my thoughts and what I'm seeing from my 10 years of experience that I've learned from Tim Sykes, from the challenge, from Tim Alerts, and from other traders as well.
Yeah, that's great feedback. I appreciate that, just because I know that all of you are working hand in hand, and I know that your experience goes way back. You don't look old at all. So if you guys are looking at doing a video broadcast, you're not old at all. And I'm older as well, so getting into the game a little bit late, but just excited about all of the opportunity. And so I appreciate that feedback, and I'll definitely look more into the StocksToTrade Pro. I know that I've looked at the software, and that was something that I was definitely interested in as I was looking into just the challenge and things. But if I could get the same type of, education and information, and then, like you said, just the kind of personal one-on-one, hand holding a little bit as you go through the week. I think that would be fantastic.
So one more question, and then we'll present your prize. What is your, and maybe you have more than one, but what is maybe your favorite moment or favorite agenda item or favorite topic, basically from season 1?
I think my favorite topic was just hearing your background, and it just gave me confidence, both that Stephen was new to trading. I think that both of your backgrounds reassured me that anybody has the opportunity to be successful in this, whether you're starting now or, whether you've had, 20 plus years experience. I think I was a little bit discouraged, maybe like I was getting in too late, or,
right.
Would I really be able to learn it? And so Stephen's approach and just the documenting that he's done of how he's learned and how he continues to learn and improve, I think was definitely reassuring for me.
Yeah, I just want to quickly jump in and say, I had no finance background at all. I knew nothing about stocks at all. And I've done some really stupid stuff along the journey. I've done some really dumb things, and it's okay. As long as you don't trade with too much size in the beginning, as long as you keep your losses very small, it all eventually falls into place, whether it's year 1, year 2, year 3, as long as you keep it steady. And I guess that's the whole reason why we've called it the Steady Trade Podcast.
Yeah, no, that's great. And I think that when you talk to people about doing penny stock trading, most people will say, oh, you'll lose so much money, or that's so risky. And so, it's kind of that negative perception. And as I started to research this and start to understand stocks and things like that a little bit, I'm like, there are true patterns here. Like this is... Yeah. It is predictable or consistent. You guys talk about, kind of how people's behavior doesn't change, and the stock market is consistently, has these same things that happen over and over. So, I think that was helpful as well.
So I'm going to go ahead and kick it over to Stephen. We've taken enough of your time, and I definitely appreciate all the input and you listening. So, Stephen, over to you. You get to bestow.
No way.
Yes.
No,
yes.
I'm so excited. Well, Kristen, I don't know how to say this here, but I think while you are learning, and maybe if you're joining StocksToTrade Pro, if you're thinking about that, you can have a lot of time watching webinars. You can have a lot of time maybe catching up on some DVDs. And sometimes you just want to kick back and relax and listen to your favorite song. And to help you do that, we're giving away a Bose Soundport, some very high quality Bose headphones to you.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. That is awesome. I really appreciate all you guys are doing. This podcast has been so helpful. So that is awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay, well, thanks a lot. And, again, we really appreciate you listening. And if you could, keep listening in the future for sure. So.
And by the way, Kristen,
I'll definitely be listening.
And just to say, is there any way we can contact you in the future and see how your journey is going? Maybe we can give you a call back in a few months and just see how things are progressing on your journey. But this is not the end for us. This is not goodbye.
Yeah, no, I'd love to continue talking with you guys and stay connected. Like I said, I'll be in there learning. I've been doing a lot of video lessons currently, and just getting ready here to start trading. Once I feel like I've gotten enough of the background, and I would love for you guys to check in. Hopefully I'll get a chance at one of the seminars to meet you guys as well.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, well, thanks a lot.
Thank you. You guys have a great one.
All right, bye-bye.
You too.
The Steady Trade Podcast will return with new episodes and new prizes November 6th, 2017.